Victor Hugo was a French writer. I don't know if he wrote poetry or not, but he's worldly renowned by his novel The Miserables. The Miserables has been brought into a musical, and well, it was a big success. It's still a big success. It has been running for years and years in West End, in London, I think that also in New York, in Broadway. But why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because the main character, Jean Valjean, is singing a song during the musical where he's asking himself, who am I? And that question is the one that I was trying to resolve in my icebreaker. Why? Because when I took the manual, I saw, well, you have to speak about yourself. It's not that you have to, but it's recommended to speak about yourself because it's a topic that you know who you are, you're supposed to. Right? It's easy, you don't have to think, you don't have to investigate. So I thought, well, good, I'm going to speak about myself. And then I have two options. The first one is search in my old CV and get some facts and just throw them at you, like personal data. My name is Alex Caminals, I'm 42 years old, and I live in Sant. I'm married to a wonderful woman, have two lovely kids. That's it, good. Education. I have a degree in computer science from University Polytechnic Catalunya. Great. Okay. Next one. Job. Okay, well, I've been working as a computer scientist. I've been working in developing the databases and business intelligence and big data for over 20 years. Great. Hobbies. Last part. Hobbies are music. I play the viola in a youth orchestra where actually I met my wife. And then basketball and sports. Coming from a training. So I could do that, and timekeeper, how long? Okay, I'm done. Bye. No, that's too short, too impersonal. So actually, I was thinking, I was asking myself, who am I? Who am I really? Yeah? Just like Jean Valjean in The Miserables. And that was a tough question. It was difficult to answer that, because it made me think a lot. How would I define myself? So I was some days thinking. Day one, not the answer. Day two, still trying to think. Didn't have an answer. But finally, I came out with something. And I think that defines who I am today. I think that I'm a fighter. I'm a person that likes challenges. A person that is not going to get away from issues, from challenges. I'm going to step up. But I was not like this always. And I'm going to give you an example of that. An example that is the one that probably was the breakthrough, going from the shadows to the light. And the one that probably illustrates better this change. Right? It was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was working as almost all my life as a BI consultant, business intelligence consultant. I loved the job, but I was in an environment that was not the one that I wanted. I was not feeling good there. The company was not supporting me, my boss was not supporting me. They were asking me to do things in a way that I was not feeling comfortable. And that was going nowhere. I was coming back home frustrated every day, speaking to my wife, and this is shit, this is blah, horrible. And, well, very kindly, she was telling me options. She's a coach. She was giving me options, but I was listening to her just as a wife. It reminds me a little bit to that age where your parents are telling you, hey, do this, and you're like, parents are. And then your friends tell you, do this exactly the same as it is. Yes, of course. So it was like that. I was not listening to my wife. Then suddenly, I said, no, let's talk about it. Let's take this from a coach-customer point of view. It worked perfectly, and that was a breakthrough. I faced the issue, and 3 months later, I had my own company. Resignation later, in front of HR, I had my company, I was working with customers, and from that point onwards, it has been challenge, 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 let's go for it, let's go for it, let's go for it. In Christmas, I didn't even think about training a basketball team. Now, here I am. Okay? So now, I'm a different person. Whatever it comes in front of me, I'm a fighter. I'm going for that challenge, and I'm going to get it. Okay? So this is now me. I'm a fighter. I'm Alex Caminals at your service.